Hey everyone, welcome to Friday Night Live number 247. I am Crystal. If you're watching the replay, welcome. If you are here with me currently live, please leave me a comment in the chat. Let me know you're here. Hit the like button. And if you're watching the replay, please leave a comment. Hit the like button as well. Alicia messaged me a couple hours ago. She's going to come on next Friday. She's having some problems with her eyesight right now. So she's just going to lay down and rest. And so she'll try next Friday to be on. But welcome, everyone. We have KimG. Thank you so much. I got it up. We have Angela Wright. Welcome in. She's drinking water and working on her triangles. And I know Patricia is lurking. Hi, Patricia. And welcome in DeniseLee. So how y'all doing? Hello, Jennifer Redgate. Welcome in. Little Oreo emoji. So what have y'all been up to today? Yeah, how hot is it where y'all are? The other day we had, it was 102 and felt like 119. Thank you so much, DeniseLee. I got my goat working. That day it was terrible. And happy Friday to you as well, Denise. Eyelash that keeps sticking every time I blink. Well, I guess nobody has anything they're working on or doing. I hadn't made much progress since I showed it yesterday. I think I got one row done or half a row. Actually, 1.5 rows since yesterday. It's taken a lot longer to get around. Welcome in, Karen JSP. Listening while out and about. We'll have fun.
Well, you might tell them that tomorrow it's a 10 off 40 at Dollar General.
Yeah, tomorrow if you have the Dollar General app, go to the deal section in the app and click the coupon 10 off 40. So
not the 5 off 25 yet.
Yeah, don't click that one. Just
not
click
first.
The 10 off 40.
Yeah, do that one. Do that, and then if you want to do another one, you know,
then click the 5 off 25.
You'll probably get on the receipt, you'll probably get another coupon. Yeah. Kind of thing like that.
Hi, Patricia. Working on the flag blanket. Awesome. I think it's turning out pretty. Yeah, because like what happens is if you click the 5 off 25 and the 10 off 40, it uses the, no matter if you spend 40, it'll still use the 5 off 25 first.
Yes.
That's why don't click it. Do the 10 off 40 coupon first. I learned that the hard way. I had averaged up everything, you know, before taxes, get $40, and it used the 5 off 25. I was like, no, that's not what you're supposed to do. Well, then we kind of figured that out. Well, I know you're crocheting, Patricia, but would you do me a favor and type the word drop and have your link dropped in the chat? Gotta learn how to work it. Yeah, Dollar General. I do actually have a tutorial on how to use the app and how to click coupons and all that. So that's one of my most watched videos, actually. I even had to put not a DG channel in the title because people were subscribing thinking I was a Dollar General channel. And yeah, a couple of people had asked last year or the year before. Oh, you're very welcome, honey. So if y'all have not yet, go check out Patricia. She's trying to get to 1K. I had her drop her link, so her link is there. And my other most watched tutorial is the Dana's Turtle Beach Blanket. That is the other, and the cat toy tutorial. Those are the top 3 most watched things on my channel. Huh? Wind Twirler, yeah, yeah. And that's another one that's watched somewhat often. Oh, well, thank you so much, Jennifer. Yeah, it was so sweet, and I about cried, actually. I mean, I try not to, but and it's already on the couch. I haven't put the other one up yet. I'm gonna try to hang it on the wall in my room, or I might try to put it somewhere on my yarn shelf. There's no room, really. My room is actually full of like Doctor Who decor. I might have to take some Doctor Who stuff down and put some BTS up. You were flabbergasted? Aw. Oh, which tutorial? The one for the cat toy? Or the twirler, wind twirler? It's made from plastic canvas. I was trying to make one a couple of years ago and I could not find a good tutorial. And I said, I'll just make one. I know how to make them. You know, like I'd found bits and pieces of people showing them and I kind of looked at it real close and found some pictures and I could see how it was done. So I did my own tutorial on it. There was not a tutorial on exactly how to do it. So I did one. The turtle one, it is called Dana's Turtle Beach Blanket. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'll write myself a note, and I can find the link pretty quick, and I'll send it to you after the live. Now, see, that was years ago, maybe 21 or 22. I don't remember what year it was. Dana's Wanderlust Crochet was, she had this blanket. I helped kind of adjust the pattern. Thank you so much, DeniseLee, for gifting a membership, and Tap Mama got it. That's awesome. The wrong page. And so I helped her write up the actual pattern. And then she and another YouTuber, Yarn Nut, she used to sell ice yarn here in the US. I don't know if she still does, but it was yarnnut.com. And we were all gonna do a collaboration. Like, I think her name was Gia or Gina. Anyway, so me and Yarn Nut talked, and we were gonna make up yarn packs. And I was gonna do the tutorial, this pattern, and Yarn Nut was gonna do like a kit and sell them on the site, and also reference back to the tutorial. That never happened. So just ignore that part on the tutorial. And this is for the gifted membership, and that is for Amanda. Why does that seem so much louder? Yeah, I mean, she said, well, here, just do the tutorial. And then I think what happened was she was moving, and all of her stock and everything had to get moved, and I think she just forgot about it, about making up the kits, because I had figured out how much yarn you needed, how much yardage, and all of that, and it never happened. So that, but it's also, and I also at the end I show how to make 2-size turtles, to a smaller one and then a little bit bigger one. So there are turtles. The blanket, I think, is a 1-row repeat. I give you the color schemes, and the color changes, like you do 10 rows of this color and then 2 or 3 rows of this color, or whatever it was. And people kept having problems with the actual tutorial, and they couldn't. Hey, Sally, welcome in, stopping by to say hi. Well, hello. And so what I did was I put the written instructions in the description box, and also a pinned comment in case, you know, they could read the written better. But I've had quite a few people say, oh, I've made this, and this video was, you know, tutorial was really helpful. Thank you so much, blah, blah. So it just must be the person, you know, maybe they're not paying attention, or got easily distracted and missed a step, or miscounted, you know, stitches. With ripple afghans, you have to decrease and then increase, decrease, increase, and all that. So yeah, I mean, who knows, but it's still one of my most watched tutorials. So yeah, that can happen. Yep, it can. Even when I have sat and watched crochet tutorials, if I start talking, I miss something. You know, say like Mom will ask me a question and I don't pause it, I'll miss whatever they're saying and just try to, you know, I have to run it back, but if people don't think about running it back, you know, you can get off easily. Yeah. But it's very true. Like, say you messed up on the row before, you can still kind of fudge it on the next row following, as long as you know how to maneuver, you know, the stitches, or just rip it out and correct what you did. I've had to do that many a times too with I've done that one a couple of times myself, just making blankets. I think I did it one time testing out the pattern for Dana, and then I made it once for the tutorial because it's like a crib size blanket, but I give you the stitch multiples so you can actually make it as big as you want. Yep, very, very true. And then I also did it for the blanket that I made for Baby V also. Hi, Angela Branham. Welcome in. There was another one I did in that too. I think, yeah. So I've done it a couple of times. So when you get to, how are you gonna do the, like, the 50 stars, like for the part on the flag? Are you gonna put the blue square with the 50 stars? You're gonna like crochet some star appliques for it? Oh, goodness. Oh, I feel bad for you. I would not want to crochet and then sew on 50 stars. But at least you got a while. So it's not like you have to get it done in 3 or 4 weeks. You got a couple of months to work on it, so that's good. I know you do. I know you love that baby. Aw, hi Yolanda. Thank you so much. Good afternoon. It's good to see you. Um, Yolanda, you sound like me messing up long words. I think this trying to learn Korean has kind of like messed with my head a little bit. Like, I'm mispronouncing words more wrong than more wrong. That ain't even correct grammar. All right. Goodness. I'm pronouncing words wrong more often than I get them right. My grandmother said, I think you're studying Korean too much. We actually have had a slowdown on the spam call, so that's actually kind of good. I have not had that happen yet, except with that one incident. I was like, pal instead of pile. It sounded like a Korean word that I said. Have you dreamed about, learning Japanese? Because I've actually dreamt about learning Korean, trying to crochet all day. but my old man and fur babies have other plans. What you working on, Angela? Hey, Terry. Welcome in. And in Thursday's Yarny Talk Thursday's video, when I said goodbye, I left out a syllable. It's supposed to be Annyeonghaseyo, and I said Annyeonghaseyo. I was really tired yesterday. And I put the text on the screen. I corrected myself, but not like y'all that do not know the writing. I mean, it's not gonna, it'll tell you how to write it though. Oh, you're crocheting some squares so you can make a bag. Like 5 big squares, I guess, to make the bag. Well, that's cool. Some talk show host said hello to the BTS, and I'm like, I know that phrase. Yeah, you've heard me probably say it umpteen times. Now, Annyeonghaseyo is goodbye, and Annyeonghaseyo is hello. But that's cool that you're recognizing it. Hi, Pink Opal. Welcome in. How you doing? Every once in a while, I'll hear a word, you know, like either in their songs or like when I'm watching their shows. I'm starting to recognize certain words here and there, and I'm like, oh, I know that word. Yeah, he said the second one, yeah. The first one I said was goodbye. But the fun fact is Annyeong, just Annyeong can be hello or goodbye, depending if you're trying to be more formal or, you know, light. But thank you, 감사합니다, is the polite formal, but there are like 6 other ways you can say it, or 8. Like, but some of them are not like what you would say directly to somebody. It would be like, oh, I'm thankful for that person, but you're talking to, see, me and this person are talking, but I'm saying I'm thankful for that person. So, I mean, some of it's kind of a little confusing. I can watch a Japanese show and recognize some sentences. That's good. That's good. Yes, like hola is, oh no, that's aloha. See, I read that wrong. I know, I read Spanish instead of, and it's not even spelled like that. But Terry says aloha is goodbye or hello. That's right. That's right. There was a Korean word, not a Korean word, a Japanese word that I used to know, but I can't remember what it meant. Now I can't even remember the word. Konnichiwa. What does that one mean? My project for now is making some little blankets for my niece's stuffies. She's using up the tissues to cover them. Aww. So she's trying to make little blankets out of tissues for the stuffies. That's good afternoon. Well, I know one phrase in Japanese. Konnichiwa, or how did I say it? Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa. I know that.
Good afternoon is what she says.
From a movie.
Yeah, I think I heard it in a movie too. So. use it genetically like hello. Oh, okay, yeah. So it could be like hello also. Hi, Desi. Welcome in. Genetically. Generically. Is that what you type? Yes, genetically. That's why I read it down. I thought I messed it up again. Oh my gosh. Uh, I think you're having a day like I am, Patricia. You spelled it wrong and I read it wrong. I usually try to like say I think what you mean. Which one is the one I like? Right there? Right there? Jimin. He's right behind me. Now on the blanket, J Hope, Jimin, RM, Jungkook, Jin, Suga, and I don't know if he's in frame. The one with the blue hair down at the end is V or Tae. His name is Kim Tae-young. Hyung. But his stage name is V. Like V as in Victor. But yep, the one I like is right behind me, which is kind of sad. He's right behind me. I can't see him unless I turn around or do like that. Yeah, this is also a picture of him here. My mom gave me that for my birthday. And I wish I had a picture of him with the red hair. He looks so different with the red hair. And then in this one, him right there. Let's see if I can. Have you seen Jimin lately? See, you dated yourself? What? Spaghetti Western toy. Dale Rogers. Yeah, it has been a day. Not much. I've been working on a mindless granny square blanket, Desi. Aw, hi Diana Crane. Yes, it was a beautiful gift. You should join Weverse, Patricia. Not join, like it's free. Uh, but you should follow BTS on there. Every once in a while, Jimin, I mean not Jimin. I've got Jimin on the brain. Jungkook goes live. He did a live like for like 3 different lives over like 4 hours, and I think he was drunk. Or at least buzzed. It was like, what are you doing dancing after our concert? I was like, oh my God. It was 7 in the morning and it's midnight here and it's 7 wherever they were. And I'm like, okay. Yeah, my chat just jumped. Aw, I love you too, Desi. Hi, Trey Joyner. Welcome in. Yes, yes, they do, Kim. Um, it's they change their hair so often. It is insane. I think they've had the same hair colors for a little while now, though, except for V, when they were, I think it was early June, my mom sent me a picture saying, I hate Tay's hair. He had like dyed the back blonde here and like had some like little, he was trying to look like an anime character he likes, and he's like, he didn't even like it after a while. He's like, yeah, when I get back to Korea, I'm redying it. Yep. Two people's names. They probably can't turn it off. Off the cuff question. Does anyone know where Billy Crafty Floridian, I think it's Floridian, buys her paint by numbers? I actually don't know. I'm sure if you left a comment on a video or emailed her, if she has an email in the description, I'm pretty sure she'd tell you where she gets them. My son had blonde hair when he was little, so my grandbaby might look like an anime character. Too funny. I think they used to change their hair like probably about every album they did. How am I doing on what, Desi? That'll probably be dominant. Yeah, that's what I'm probably guessing is probably be dark hair. But you never know. When is the baby due, Patricia? No, they're not too far. She's not too far along, I think. Oh yeah, I stopped after 2 weeks and I uploaded a dance video. I said I had enough of this. I don't think I'm gonna get any better. I was like, yeah, I couldn't. I don't think I'm gonna get any better. So I filmed it probably about 30 times in one day until I found one that I actually liked, and then I uploaded it. So no more dancing. Now I am for the on August 8th will be 3 months that I've been learning Korean. I had corn silk blonde hair, but it turned brown when I was 6. End of September. That's the only time I ever did like a choreographed type dance. Usually not that, like, I cannot move that fast. I can hurt something. um, I will have to look it up. I would not know off the top of my head, Desi, and they have no Z's, so this is going to be interesting. I'll even write it to show you. Let me see. They're bringing up the spelling for D-E-S-I, Desi, decide, or see if it will. Okay, so they spell it with a J. Interesting. Let me try one different thing. Name. I spelled name wrong. That's why it's. Oops. All right. It's thinking. All right. So it still brings that up. The name Desi is spelled in Korean as Deji. Or Dechuji. That sounds absolutely nothing. The closer if the S is silent or blends softly like ZH sound in the first spelling. The second one, closer if you clearly pronounce the SZ middle sound. So, all right. So there's two different spellings. D and the E, de, vowel, and then the J and E. So Desi, this is D, and this is pronounced, this is a compound vowel. It's E, so de, chi. Well, actually, this is a J. J, G, de, G, J, E. Now, the second pronunciation is very similar, except there's like an extra J sound in the middle with a vowel that we don't even have in the US. It's kind of like you're saying, kind of like yuck, but it's kind of like, is kind of what they label it as. So de, ju, ji is the second one. De, ju, ji. So that's your name in Korean. Mine is Kurisuta. And see, the way with Korean is you cannot have a vowel next to another vowel. You have to have a you can't have a consonant next to another consonant unless it's a double consonant, and you can't have a vowel next to a vowel. You always have to have a consonant and then a vowel. So they add in kind of like, there's thousands of Americanized, English words made Korean. So kind of like the word box, you know, a box that you ship something in, you would pronounce that box. you just add the SU sound, S, on the end, box, S, to make it Koreanized. Melanie's, I meant to tell Melanie the other day, and this is how hers is written. Mel, la, ni. So this is Mel, la, ni. I had meant to, I wrote that down and I had meant to show it and I forgot because I had it under my computer. But yeah, that's, so the way you actually, you could pronounce it like Melanie, but if you actually broke down the syllables, Mel, la, ni is how you would say Melanie's. You're very welcome, Desi. Hi, Kendra. Thank you so much. Glad it's Friday. Yeah. Always wanted to learn another language. French would definitely be easier. I do say that. I took French in high school for one semester and I absolutely loved it. I did not get fluent, of course, but yeah, it would be a lot easier than what I'm learning. You actually have our alphabet in that. This is symbols that make a phonetic sound, which Hangul is the written language of Korea. So, I mean, it's easier to learn the written alphabet than it is to actually speak it. It is insane. If I had known all of this before I got into it, I probably wouldn't have gotten this far into it, honestly. I did not know about sound changes and all of that, and the pronunciations are really complicated, but I'm enjoying it. I'm not gonna let that discourage me. I'll eventually learn the sound changes, but some of them are so confusing. Yeah, some of them are already French, so that does actually help. I believe my maiden name is French. Razi, maybe, yeah, or it derived from French. Exactly. Never give up, never surrender. But if I had known before I got interested in this that it was one of the top 5 hardest languages to learn, I probably wouldn't have done it. But once I was neck deep in learning the written portion, I was like, all right, this is going to be easy. No, it's not. You think you might hear a certain phrase and that's easy to say, no, but I forget it 5 minutes later. And sometimes the way you think it sounds, like when you're reading it, sometimes it does sound like that when you say it, but not all the time. Crazy. Okay. Yeah, definitely not easy. But I did actually learn something new the other day. I learned days of the week and months, which I thought was actually kind of cool. Like the days of the week actually end in all of the days end in a certain word, and you add a syllable before all that. So that's pretty easy. I just have not remembered the days of the week. And then with the month, you add the number before the word for month. So I think that's pretty easy too. And one of the days, which is Sunday, actually has the word for one in it. So like, and then Monday has the word for month in it. I was like, oh, I recognize those two because this one's over here and that one's in that one and this one's in that one. But like Monday is, I forgot how you pronounce that one. Wol, Wol, W-O-L. It sounds like Wol, W-O-L. Wol-yo-il is Monday. And to say January, il wol. You see what I mean? It's the same things in, and tomorrow is ne-il. So I thought that was kind of cool too. But yeah, and each of their days is based on earth element, like moon, sun, earth, water, that kind of stuff. What's my favorite season? I would have to say fall, because it's not as hot. I really dislike very cold and I really dislike very hot. So summer is definitely not my favorite time, and neither is winter. But we don't get real cold winters here in Texas at all. So no, it does not, Patricia. They don't. On the app that I use to practice, which is called Sayo, it's an app designed by TalkToMeInKorean.com. They also have a YouTube channel. Hi, Mandy Longvine. I actually, there was a phrase yesterday, 2 different times I got scored as 100%. I'm like, normally I don't make 100%. And I was like, oh, I was so excited. I went and showed Mama. I said, okay, here's the pronunciation of the people on the app. And then here's my pronunciation. And guess what score it gave me? And I turned the phone around and showed her it's 100%. I was like, yes, KimG actually did. I did a video of that today. It's yep, it's my boys, it's my band, BTS. But it was KimG that gave me that. Hinyo B is the Japanese I in the romanized an E sound also. Because sometimes when they have E, it's supposed to sound like eh when you romanize it. So the other one, I hadn't put it up yet, so I actually still have it right here. I'm going to move my pen. I do not want to write on it. This one I'm going to put somewhere in my room or hang it on my yarn shelf. I have no idea. There we go. And this is the other one she gave me. The one in the white from this side at the top, that's RM, then Jimin, then Jungkook, J-Hope in the denim, and then Suga, and then Jen at the bottom. Yep, E. And E is A. Yeah. That there are 3 2 A, 2 Ye. There's 3 ways, way, and way, and they're all spelled different. There's wa, wo, and we. I still have not mastered that part for the compound vowels 100%. I can kind of figure out which is which on some of them, but don't ask me how to spell them because I would not be able to know them. Yes, they are very good looking guys for Koreans. And that was probably from a couple of years ago. They're even more, this is actually more what they look like right now. This is more what they look like right now. So I think that was probably maybe at least 4-5 years ago. So exactly, that is so true. Like I had noticed that, you know, with the like sound changes for sure, Patricia. Yes, that's exactly what I kind of told Kim. She made me smile, and it brought a smile to my day. And then she goes, "You should smile every day." That was sweet. Desi's hubby says, "Hey, y'all." Well, hello, hello. And I ended up I made myself like flashcards to like practice with the compound vowels that I did not know. I made them all. I made all the vowels, but like one side, I even have an arrow at the top to show me which way is up. But this one is a combination of two different vowels, and it sounds like "wa." Wa. Actually, that one's a very complicated. Some people say it sounds like and some sounds like all, like AW, all. So, but that's wa, wa, and then this is we, and this one is wa, wa, wa. This one is a compound vowel of and e, which half the time you don't even say it unless it's by itself. That. This one is and this one is e, so it's like ui. But if you find it in a word, you only pronounce it as e. I remembered that pretty quick because I was pronouncing a word as like hui. You don't do it that way. All right, here's one of the ways, way, and way. So these are the 3 sounding ways. Way, way, and way. All 3 of these make the same sound, but if you can tell, they are wrote different. Now these 2 are very similar, except the middle one is pointed in a different direction. And then this one is just the straight line. And then there's a bunch of like A, and where's the other A? These are both A, and then their counterpart, yeah. Yeah. I know, right? It's like, oh, that's the easy part. Okay. Compared to some of the ways that you think it sounds when you think you're reading it right. No. Then you get into the whole thing of like, when a consonant is a B, but it's next to an M, it sounds like an M. The B sounds like an M. Or this one next to this one makes it more tense, and then you pronounce it this way. And I'm just like, there's so many sound change rules, I can't even remember them all. Even one of the two YouTubers I watch, what is her name? Dory Kim. She is the only channel out of 5 that will answer my questions. And so anytime I have a question, I ask her, and she always at least answers. So she's been very helpful. And even one of the words that was in the book that you gave me, Patricia, I had asked her how to pronounce it, and it was nowhere close to what I thought I was pronouncing. So I was like, that's good to know. Hi, Mary Hayne. But the neat thing, I don't know if Japanese has something like this, Patricia, but if you can find it, it might help. Like I said, I am not sure. This was a chart. Dory also had suggested in one of her videos to practice building your muscle memory and memory about speaking the consonants and the vowels together. So what she had suggested, find the chart, and she showed it on the screen. And she said, practice daily with reading every consonant with each vowel, and then all the consonants with the same vowel. So it kind of came out like this. So in this line is all the G's with every basic vowel. And then this one is like all the vowels, all the consonants with all the A's. So maybe that might help, you know, like with pronunciation, if you have a problem with that. But like, you know, that actually kind of helped, but she goes so fast. I was like, I had to slow it down to about 50 times the speed to even understand how she was pronouncing them. But it has been helpful to build, like, you might have that. Well, good. That, I think it's been helpful. Like this one right here, this is G and what sounds like O. So you would pronounce that one under my finger as go. So, and I have problems with 3 of these. They all sound kind of similar. But that might be helpful, Patricia. Had 1 year of French in high school, and hubby was a sound engineer for a local band. Oh, cool. That's interesting. All right, well, send the funny cartoon. There's also this Korean guy that does a lot of shorts. I think his name is Korean Henry. If you've never seen him, y'all need to look him up. He's kind of funny. He's very informative, but kind of funny. The way he goes, like it's him and himself playing 2 different parts. But one, he's dressed up as a teacher, well, the teacher, and then one, he's dressed up as the student. There was this one, he's like, what is this word? And the guy goes, nah. And then he adds in on the bottom and he goes, what is this one? None. And then he like goes through a few things and he's like, well, what is this one? It's ah. And he goes, no, it's And he goes, well, why? Because the circle is on the bottom. And he goes, but isn't it the same circle? No. Just like, he's funny, but it's also, you learn something too. So I'll have to send you that short, Patricia. That was pretty funny though. See my comment about my, no, I didn't. Let me scroll back up. Well, that's pretty cool. So they can speak Korean and speak English fluently. Let me find. Oh yeah, I forgot. I did see that come through. I just didn't read it. Look like band guys. My ex was in a band. A scout showed up and offered them a contract if they go heavy metal, and of course they were too good for that. Lost their chance. Cried. Oh no. Oh, I forgot to say sorry about the extra tape on the package. Didn't want to. Hey, I thought that was great. Anytime I ship anything, Kim, like in a poly mailer, I always try to tape it up really good on any of the areas where I think it might puncture through or whatever. So I think you did great. Yeah. So national, but oh, Desi's hubby's had a band to go national. That's right. You were, I remember you saying that in the email. Katie has a friend who was born in Korea, and I think she has actually offered to help. She don't know how to teach. I don't think she could teach me because she doesn't know how everything works. She just talks it. So, oh, it's okay. It's okay, Debbie. I'd rather things be taped overly well than not well enough and the box bust or bag bust. So yeah, I'd rather there be more tape than needed. Yeah, I had thought about that, you know, and the thing is, like, I'm not at a point where I would even be able to understand what she's saying. You know, I mean, I don't know a lot of vocabulary yet. I really need a book that I'm eventually going to get a book based on just vocabulary. But actually, I have been watching some videos with Dory Kim. She has just the like 100 words in with the letter G, 100 words with the letter M, 100 words with the letter N, things like that. And I watched them. Some of them are useful. Some of them I would probably never need to know. Like one of the sentences that I was studying yesterday was, I have two older sisters. I don't. You know, I would not need to be able to say that. But sitting outside, cool breeze, but feels like rain any minute. Hey, I'll take that more than the heat index than that we've been having. It has been, there was one day we had real temperature of 102, but it felt like 119. We were under heat advisory that day. I'm Mandy, well, I think I said hello to you a minute ago when you came in. I'm so happy for this new school year to start, ready to meet new groups of students, but I will miss all my free crochet time. Yeah, I can understand that. Yes, it was. I did not go outside much that day until it cooled off. Poor Canella, she ain't even getting on the shelf. Normally during the day she'll get on the shelf, but she's just been laying in the garage on the concrete trying to stay cool, I guess. But um I mean, she's not showing signs of like heat exhaustion or anything like that. She's just like laying on the concrete compared to when she normally goes and gets up to go to sleep. She gets on the shelf. She's not even caring that like there's noise of people weed eating normally when she would run and hide or whatever. She's just staying down. Hi Esther, welcome in. How you doing? I don't know if she would or not. I tried like putting some water on the concrete where she was laying, and then she like not like I didn't put a whole bunch. I just kind of like rubbed the concrete down with some water where she would lay. She did not even want to lay in that spot. She went to a different spot. So I don't think she'd, like try to get in the water. Now I have taken water and like cold water and rubbed it on her head right here in between her ears and under her chin and things like that. But um Cage is Cage. See, I still read it as Cage. Kage fights his life depends on it. Like his life depends on it. Thank you so much, Esther. I appreciate that. Hey, Jen, welcome in. I have to remind myself every time when I see your cat's name, Patricia. It's like I always want to say Cage. And I'm like, I know that's not it. With all our health crap going on, plus chronic fatigue and losing my Projo. Haven't recorded in a long time. Feel bad about it, but I just haven't been into it. That is completely understandable. Um, it happens, I mean, honestly, there's some days that I don't feel like, recording anything, but it's like if you get out of the habit too long, then you don't want to go back and do it. So I try to stay in the habit. That's why I maintain my lives. Um, and I was surprised I actually had something to show because I haven't crocheted in like 2 months, maybe three, or more. And yesterday I was so tired, but I was like, I actually have something to show. Don't put it off, show your project. You actually been crocheting on something, show it. So I did. And even though I was tired, I hope y'all enjoyed, Yarny Talk Thursday. I messed up quite a bit on my words, but I left it in. I didn't like start over, edit it out. I just thought, oh, it might make somebody laugh, I was trying to say big and I said bag, you know. But what the heck? Hey Heidi, welcome in. But I totally get that, Desi. So you know, don't ever force anything. Like, don't make yourself record if you don't feel it, because then you're going to end up not liking it. You know what I mean? So don't, if you don't feel like doing it, don't do it. Esther says, I'm good. How are you? I'm doing good. Oh, darn computer. It popped up activate Windows on me. No matter what I do, I have tried to update the Windows. Like, it needs like an activation code. I go to it, try to, you know, buy an activation code. Won't let me buy one. I tried to buy an activation code online. I bought one. It would not work. I was just like, well, this is messed up. So every once in a while, my screen will turn blue saying activate Windows. But I am using 0.1 on this computer, but I don't think anything, it could run anything past that. Oh, I was trying to scroll up and, well, thank you so much, Heidi. Oh, thank you, thank you. Oh, well, thank you, Heidi. All right, so we hit the goal. So Denise gets 3, Yolanda gets 3, Kendra 3, Esther 3, and Heidi 3. And if by the time we draw, if there are 12 people here, then we will draw 12 names. So thank y'all, everybody that donated to help reach the goal. I was reading somebody's comment, but I don't know where it was. Oh, I have another prize unboxing coming out on Monday from Bridget, and after that, I gotta start filming again. Well, only film when you have to, you know. This is not an 8-hour day job. You mean YouTube? Yeah, it's not, but you know, there is quite a bit that goes in on my end behind the scenes. Got a different computer and I have to figure it out. It just seems like a huge undertaking. Wow. Well, yeah, sometimes, hey, what you could do, Desi, with look up tutorials on YouTube for how to work that new computer. That might give you a little more insight, maybe. Me and technology don't see eye to eye at all. That's kind of like my grandmother. Sometimes she has problems with it and she'll call me, hey, come here, help me do this. How do you do that? How do you do this? Me, I just kind of fiddle around with everything until I figure it out. My chat jumped and I was, how many of us are there? It says we got 19 watching, but one is probably my computer. So I'd say about 18 people here. Getting ready, recording, uploading, editing, uploading again, doing the pic for the video. It's a lot. It takes longer than you'd think. It does. It does. Like me, if I mess up too much, I will edit stuff out, but I try to make it seamless where you cannot tell that I took something out. Sometimes that's not even possible. You know, I mean, like I actually figured out how to clip something out instead of You know, but if I mess up too much, I just re-record whatever I'm talking about, honestly. And I try not to mess up. And if I do mess up, like yesterday in Yarny Talk Thursday, I just put laughing emojis and stuff like that and try to make it just kind of funny. But yeah, you got the uploading process and the filming, and then you got to edit it and all of that. So yeah. And normally I have set thumbnails for everything that I do, or I just let YouTube pick it. And if it's one that I don't like, then I go and create one. So Andy goes, yep, I'm here. Heidi says, my daughter is my computer go-to. I crochet all sorts of stuff for her. Aw. Give my entries to Mary Hayne if I win. I'm going to write that down just in case so we don't have an incident like last time. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write it over here because I have your same note. Mary Hayne. I have no tech advisor. Oh, well, if you ever need, if you ever need help, Kim, you can always email me and ask me. If it's something that I can help you with, I'll try. And if not, I'll find you a tutorial on YouTube for it. And Patricia says, my tech advisor moved to Japan. Yeah, that's very true. I appreciate that. You could have also waited till the next day when the comments came back, you know, like the comments actually showed up. You didn't have to answer me that night. She had what day was it? Tuesday. She had told me who she wanted her entries to go to, and I couldn't remember. I didn't write it down, and she ended up going back and watching until she said who it was, because I had said it on the live. I just passed Anya my laptop and whined, fix it. Well, if they'll fix it, then good. I would do that. Oh, don't say that, Patricia. Don't say that. I think you're just you. Okay, you are you, and that's good enough. You used to cry and pass it to your son. Yeah, I can see, you know, getting irritated with technology like that. I mean, yeah, the tech is out to get me. Oh. Yeah, 6:23 already. Wow, we're only at an hour and 18 minutes though, and I know just 10 minutes. That's something Patricia always says. Yep, just 10 minutes. It's only been 10 minutes. Time's gone by so quick. Just 10 minutes. I love that. I just love that. Tells me you're having a good time. So they made windows for people like me. Like the was this Windows 8? Yeah, I did not like how Windows 8 like you press the menu button and just all these boxes everywhere. I'm used to like the list, and you have to like right click or you have to press certain things to get the actual list. And then I couldn't figure out how to actually get to the desktop when I first got the Windows 8 installed. I'm like, I don't like this. Can I go back to Vista or, you know, but it was outdated. And it keeps suggesting like upgrade to Windows 10. I have seen Windows 10. I don't want that on my computer. I mean, there's no problems. It's just like too advanced, I think, for my computer. I don't think it would be able to handle it. Yeah, kind of like plug and play. Yeah. Oh, nobody does. Nobody is updating. Yeah. I mean, well, the one thing is, I don't think my computer can handle it. I think this computer was made in, when did, it's on the back of my computer, but I can't move it. I think it was like mid like 2015 or something like that, 2012 maybe. It's old. I used to have, it was an operating system. It was not Windows. It was not anything that I knew. And I was like, I don't like this. And Linux Mint, I did not like that. It was like, it took forever to load the computer before it would actually come on and you could do anything. And I'm like, I gotta get rid of this. I don't like this. So, oh, they do talk about it? Wow. Oh, that's terrible, Kim. She says, I think mine now it has 11. I can't even figure out how to put a link onto my desktop. That's terrible. That's what I just said. Like Linux, I did not like Linux. And like the apps that were available for Linux, like they had Gmail, but they didn't have anything else. I was like, this really bites. Like megabyte, MB, the size. Yeah. Anyway. And like some of the updates that I've gotten from my phone, I'm just like, I was like, no, I don't really like the update that it did. And, you know, like this phone that I used to draw entries on, I think it was like Android. Oh, goodness. Let me see. I think it was like one of the earlier Androids. Where is even, oh yeah, I gotta go to system. Android 9. Well, updated to Android 9. I don't even know when it was last updated. Your system is up to date, although the Wi-Fi is off. Android version 9. Android security, reminding me to take medicine. Android security update, October 5th, 2021. That's how old this phone is. This was my original phone that I used to film on back in the day. It was all I had. And it was a Blue View 1. Terrible little phone. Terrible. I mean, the camera is not good, but you know, like now I use it to draw with, it, like draw the entries, and I listen to music off of it. So that's about it. I have Yahoo email also. I don't ever check it, but I do have a Yahoo. I also have a Hotmail. What is the other one? Microsoft. I have Microsoft, but I have a Microsoft account for my Xbox One, which I don't ever hardly use. I keep that thing turned off, man. That thing was turning on by itself. I was like, yeah, no, we ain't doing this. So I unplug it. Yeah, every time they update something, everything is different. I had Verizon for years. They stopped having email service. Of course, I didn't pay attention 3 years ago to the notice, though erased all trace of my email. Oh no, that's terrible. I mean, and then I have email, but I mean, I use Gmail more for anything than like Yahoo's like a backup in case I ever need it. But it was also my mom's old email that I took over. So, I mean, she was going to delete it. And I said, no, I'll take it. I don't have an email. So I took it. But then I created a Gmail. I think I needed it for YouTube, like back in 2012. So that's when I probably created one. Oh, you have a PlayStation 4 and a Switch? I have Microsoft for Minecraft, which is a Microsoft game. Yeah. I know what Minecraft is. My brother has a PlayStation 4, I think. I have an original Xbox. I have an Xbox 360. I have the Xbox One. I have a PS2. And there's, I think I have a Wii also somewhere. But my brother is more the gamer. He has quite a few systems. He has games like for every system. I'm very picky about games. I like a select few. But other than that, I'm very picky with games. I don't play just anything. Um, and then he has like this handheld. I think it's called a Retroid. Yeah, my son left me his 4 when he moved because he had a 5, and he bought me the Switch 2 days ago. Oh, well, that's cool. The only thing I don't like about like the PlayStations is like I don't think they make the games compatible with the older system. Like when the PS5 come out, you can only play PS5 games. You know, you can't play PS4 on a PS5, or maybe they fixed that. I don't know. Like with the PlayStation, was it PlayStation 2? You could play 1 and 2 games on, but I think once they hit PlayStation 3, I don't know if you could play all 3 games, like 1, 2, and 3 on it. I know they stopped that at some point, and with the Xbox One, only certain 360 games are compatible with the Xbox One. They fixed it, but you don't have physical copies. Yeah, like uh the Xbox One that I have has that, like where you put the disc in, but you download the game onto the system. And you can also download different games from the App Store, the Microsoft Store. You don't need the actual disc. So I can see that working, like where you can play a different game for like a previous system, without having to have a physical copy. But, you know, like, that just makes you buy more games for obsolete, you know, things that, yeah. I like the discs too. I don't have a whole bunch. I maybe have 30 games. My brother probably has over 600. I'm probably exaggerating, but I'm probably not. I would guess like physical DVD, disc games, he would probably have close to maybe 300, I'm guessing. But that's not including all the games he has on his, oh, I loved Spyro. I loved those too. The little purple dragon. Oh, just so cute. That was a couple of games I remember him playing, and I would play them too. I loved Spyro. Lost my train of thought, but it's okay. Anyway, so let's see. We are an hour and a half. See, and I've never played Minecraft, but I've seen people play online, and I actually watched the movie with Jason Momoa and Jack Black. That was good. I mean, I think my brother even played it too. So alrighty. So let's see. This time to load. Yeah, the movie was real good. I thought it wouldn't be, you know, really, really good, but I was surprised, you know. Hey, Cindy Lulu. It's good to see you too. How you been? And she has been a member for 42 months. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Even Terry liked the movie Minecraft. Oh, thank you so much, Mary Hain. She sent a little silver star for 2 Jules. Thank you so much. I didn't play Sonic much, but I watched my brother play it quite a bit. Hubert Flax. I know Hubert a little bit, but I don't know what Flax was. There is gonna be a there is. Awesome. KimG has been a member for 42 months also. Look at that. Always great company. Oh, you know, all the little different kitties. Thank you so much. I actually made my brother a crocheted Sonic a couple of years ago. I did show it on my channel for, like, it was a couple of years ago. I think it was for his birthday. It was a free pattern I found somewhere, but man, that was such a crazy pattern. Not a bad way. It just was. I was still new to amigurumi, I think, when I did it. I played Zelda on the original Nintendo. Mandy liked Zelda. And Trisha's son loved Zelda. I watched my brother play Zelda too. he had it on the little Retroid, the handheld game. It has like, I don't know, several hundred games on it. And he's even had like a cord you can plug into the TV and watch it on the TV while you're playing the game in your hand. But it has the games built in. I liked Bomberman. You run around placing bombs. Kaboom. I don't know that character. Raccoon. Where someone placed quarters. Anyone? I don't know. I also like Pac-Man. Oddly. Oh, he's a raccoon that went viral. Well, I guess I hadn't seen him. Yeah, before ping pong and the X, Chuck E. Cheese. Oh yeah. Kirby, yeah. Alleyway, I don't know that one. One of my friends sent me a walkthrough for Zelda because I had no clue what I needed to do. When I would get stuck on certain games, I would actually go to YouTube recently and figure out what to do. You know, like if I was stuck at a certain part, I wouldn't use it for the whole game. But if I kept either dying or kept getting stuck at this one spot, I would find out what you had to do. Bombs going off, very distressing, at least for me. Now it's a Royal Nash. I haven't even played that one in months. I haven't picked it up. Oh, they are already crocheting and found a pattern. Well, that's good. Yep, Resident Evil. I did that for a couple of them. I think Resident Evil 4, definitely, after I got stuck on this one part. And then maybe it was 7, the village. There was one part I couldn't, it was within the first 10-20 minutes, and I couldn't get out of the house. Just like, how do you get out of here? I've done every little nook and cranny and corner, and then I've turned, and I was just not turning and looking up is what it was. And I'm like, yeah, no. Okay. That's how I learned to not shoot at the lake. Yeah, that big monster comes up. Made someone cry in GameStop because they were looking for the cheater guide for Halo 3 and my daughter had finished the game. Oh. Yeah, I did like Resident Evil 4. I liked all the little side mission puzzles. I think it's still my favorite Resident Evil. I haven't played that in so long. I liked number 6 though, where it had the different scenarios, where you could be the different characters. I like that they brought Leon back. He was my favorite character from Resident Evil. But one of the games, actually there was 2, Roll of Rose and Haunting Grounds. They were both made by Capcom. I just got another badge from Weverse. I got my 60-day visit in a row badge on Weverse for BTS. It just popped up. Yes, I got 14 badges now on Weverse for BTS. Anyway, Those two games are both made by Capcom. I got stuck on both of them, and I went and took them and traded them in for different games because I couldn't figure it out. That was before I knew about YouTube and walkthroughs and all that. Come to find out, those games are worth some real buku amount of money. That, like, one of them are like $3,000 or some weird number like that. Let me see. Was it Haunting Grounds? Haunting Grounds. Let's see. It was for PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, and it came out, its initial release was in 2005. And I know it was a couple of years after when I got it. Price. About $1,000. There's one copy that's going about almost 3,000, but majority of these, like the cheapest one I see here, is $539.99. Now the other one was Rule of Rose. I really was enjoying that one, but I got stuck on it and got mad, and I took it back and traded it in because it was within like 7 days. Rule of Rose. Price in between 300 and 1,200 depending on the condition and region version. So like complete inbox North America set would be $700 to $1,002 if the disc, case, and manual are included and in good condition. European version is $220 to $350. And I had both of those in my possession at one time and got rid of them. And I'm just like, really? I should have kept those. But you never know about that kind of stuff. Hey, Flower Tammy, welcome in. How you doing? Let me see. My son told the other kindergartners Santa wasn't real. An Xbox game my sis had that I really liked was Psychonauts. I think I heard of that one. It was hilarious. Her daddy too. Both game addicted. Oh yeah. You're on the mend? Good. I'm glad to hear that. All right, let's go ahead and do, I can't believe I sat here another almost 15 minutes. I meant to set up the entry giveaway. We got off talking about games. We could have been talking about that while y'all were entering. Oh, for those of you that watch Star Trek Strange New Worlds, has a new season out. You're still in the hospital. I'm sorry to hear that, Flower Tammy. What is time really? Yeah, true. All right. Well, Flower Tammy, would you like to pick out our keyword for the entry giveaway? Oh. Yesterday, I walked into the wall with my elbow. I was laughing at myself. It was after I filmed Yarny Talk Thursday, and I was carrying the yarn in my arms like this to take back and put them on my yarn shelf. And I was about to drop one, and I go like that, and as I'm walking down the hall, my elbow hits the wall. Leg. Okay. So that's the keyword is leg. That's definitely different. I don't think anybody has said that. No. We are all here on a Friday night. Well, yeah. The wall jumped out and got me. Or I just wasn't paying attention. I actually think my depth perception was off because like when I had went up, it was like on the like right there, very edge. So whenever I, or I just wasn't paying attention enough and realized, no, I didn't drop the yarn. I got it, but I banged my elbow pretty good. All right. So I'm guessing this is gonna be it. Oh no. I broke my leg and it's the worst kind of break. Oh, poor thing. Well, did you want to use the keyword leg? Is that, did I get that right? Or understand it right? I mean, yeah, I gotta watch those jumping walls. They come out at you. Okay, I just wanted to make sure, and I didn't make sure I didn't miss something like somebody asking why are you in the hospital and because your leg. Okay, so yes, that is our keyword leg. Well, hopefully you do heal pretty soon, Flower Tammy. Hi, Don Laval. Welcome, man. Trying to grab from my pen. Just watered all the plants and it's so hot. Oh, yes. Yes, it is. Are you in South Texas, Diana Green, or North Texas? You're feeling better now? Good. Good. I'm glad to hear that. I have done gravity checks on multiple occasions. Gravity is always increasing on me. I'm a professional gravity checker. That's funny. Middle of the triangle. Well, that didn't answer my question. I was just wondering if you got hit by that rain from Bertha. We got 15. Oh, I hope not. That sounds like a very terrible break. I don't fall. It just looks like the ground needs a hug. It needed a hug. Aw, that's a cute way of saying it. Oh, in the middle of the big cities. Oh, y'all did. We got a sprinkle. That was about it. Like yesterday, it was just a little, maybe 5 minute sprinkle. That was it. And my mom had planned and picked up stuff, and Mama actually said, I don't think it's going to be that bad here. And my mom, who lives 5 minutes down the road, picked up everything because she's like, yeah, what if it does get bad? I can't afford, stuff blowing around. All right, we still got 15. our air condition works good. I have to go outside just to warm up. Then I get hot. Oh yeah, yeah. You just had a downpour and now the humidity's going back up. That's always terrible, Dawn. You're still here, Cindy Lulu? Well, awesome. Thank you. What did she say? No, the skin didn't break, so I ended up with a fractured blisters. Yikes. That sounds terrible. It feels awful too. Oh. Well, you'll be in my prayers for a quick recovery, Sour Tammy. Videos behind. And I just, my magnet of Jimin, I just knocked over with my mouse. Yeah, that's true. That's one way to get Christmas crocheting done. All right, we got 16 now. I actually looked up to see if they had any crochet patterns of BTS. They have these little characters called BT21, and it's just little animals that represent each person. And like Jimin's is a little yellow dog with black ears, and uh, uh, V's is like a heart head with the blue, like a red heart with the blue body or something like that. Anyway, I was trying to see if they had little patterns out there. There's a lot of them, but I don't know how many are actually AI or anything like that. So I'm just kind of like leery. I just discovered that my niece is into BTS as well. She had 2 tattoos. Hey, cool. Cool, cool. Anyone besides me and Patricia out of the eligible for this month here tonight? Denise was here. She's also in the ones that is not eligible, but y'all could still take part and pick who the, if you get picked, you could pick who the box goes to, is what I mean. Yes, yes, the AI songs, at first, my mom would send me, oh my God, listen to this song by BTS, or Jungkook has this song, Jimin has this song. And I'm like, those are AI. They're not real. I mean, you can like them if you want to, but it's not anything that they'll sing at a concert. It's not really one of their songs. It was made by a fan, and I have told her time and time again, my mom will send me one. She sent me one the other day, and I'm like, right there in the title, it says FVM. That means fan video made, or fan made video, FMV. And I'm like, that's not real. But some of them are good. Some, I have heard a few. Some of them are good, but as long as you don't, not, as long as you know the difference. Now, if it's, well, certain things like that, one of the talented amigurumi creates could make you a character doll of favorite BTS. Let me write that down, Kim, so I don't forget. Kim to Terry. All right, got it down. Oh yeah, you're meaning me create and design a character from BTS? I don't know if I'd have the patience to do that. And it actually come out reverse notification. Um, yeah, I mean, I just want to find a good pattern that is not like this small for, yeah, it could get legal too. I wanted something that maybe, now Woobles did design BTS characters, little BT21 characters. So they do actually have some BTS designs out there, is what I'm trying to say. But I'm not going down that route of buying Woobles. They're a little out of my price range, and I can find, even if I wanted to, I could make that yellow dog head probably myself, you know. Anyway, okay, so let's go ahead and draw. We are sitting at 16. So all right, good luck, everybody. Terry, congratulations. Weverse Global. They are sure sending some notifications out tonight. All right, congrats, Terry. Next, good luck. Jen's Hobby Nook. Congratulations. Next, good luck. Patricia, and it goes to Mary Hain. Congrats. All right, next, good luck. Yolanda. Congrats. All right, next. Esther, congratulations. All right. Next, good luck. Mary. M. Hain, Mary Hain. Congrats. All right, next. Heidi, congratulations. Next. Stolen, what? Dawn Laval, not so naughty crochet. Congrats. All right, next, good luck. Summer, congratulations. Next. KimG, congrats. You wanted yours to go to Terry. Congrats. All right. Next. Cindy Lulu. Congratulations. All right. Flower Tammy. How many names do we got left? 6. Why don't we just go ahead and draw them? So that's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 total. Yeah. All right. We're going to draw the last 6. Might as well. Angela B, congratulations. All right, next. Mandy Longbine. Oh, sorry. All right, next. Diana Crane. All right, 3 more. Good luck and congrats. Karen JSP. All right, between Angela and Jennifer, both of y'all will get picked. I just can't draw both. So Angela and then Jennifer. Congrats, Angela and Jennifer. All right, so that is all the names that entered. So congratulations, everybody. Aw, Shakira shares backstage photo with BTS. because that was from the halftime show. You're welcome, everybody. Let's see. So on Tuesday, I'm going to have a guest, first time on my channel, and it's going to be Blessed to Crochet. And then next Friday, Young 40 Mom is going to try to come. She was supposed to be here today, but she had some vision problems. Y'all know she's legally blind. And she couldn't sit up and see. I'm not sure if it's which one it's gonna be. Actually, I don't think either one of them is Carol. Kathy, it's Mary and Kathy, but I don't know which one is actually joining because I'm not sure. I think it's Mary. So, but anyway, Alicia is going to try to be with us next Friday. And next Friday is actually the last live of the month. So, what? Yes, I know. That's why I'm trying to hurry up. So, alrighty, 2 lives left in the month. So, hope y'all can make it. If y'all get gifted memberships or have had a gifted membership, I didn't even check to see if anybody came in off the gifted member list. I don't think so. And the ones that have already been written up. So, oh, Desi was here for a little bit. But anyway, alrighty, everyone. Well, thank you all so much. Kamsahamnida. And I will see y'all Tuesday. Nope, Monday. I got to draw the entry giveaway from yesterday's video. So I'll be posting a video on Monday. Alrighty, Mary is the main one. That's what I thought. So I'm most likely thinking she will be who's with me. Alrighty, everyone. Well, y'all have a good weekend. Take care, stay safe, and I will see y'all on Monday's video. Annyeong higaseyo. Bye, y'all. Bye, y'all.